Hello and welcome to the Without Judgment podcast, where we dive into how to connect with yourself and others in all the seasons of your life. I'm Virginie, your host, and every month I'll bring you new insights about life coaching and how it can help you be present and have fun in your everyday life. I am a life coach on a mission to help working moms get rid of the guilt and overwhelm to get back to a lighter, happier version of themselves where they can shine and have fun. I want this podcast to help you take time for yourself and discover how to live the life you deserve. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5. Today I want to ask you, do you ever feel stuck on one or maybe multiple of your life projects? How about I show you how to take some distance and reset? So what do I call reset? To me, reset means to set again or to adjust. And why do I like to think of resetting in January? Well, instead of setting goals or having resolutions in the new year, I think it's useful to take a look at the last year, like review your last year and see what helped you most to get where you wanted. No matter what kind of goal you're working on, it could be a promotion, it could be a new job, or maybe spending more time with your family. I want you to take a minute and think about what you did and how it made you feel to get there. Can you think of something that helped you? Maybe something that motivated you? I can imagine that if your goal was to be a better manager, you had to first identify what it meant for you. And once you had the clarity of thought, then you could put into place everything that made sense to show up as the person that you wanted to be. Maybe it meant checking in more frequently with some people, maybe less frequently with others. Maybe it had to do with how clearly you communicate. But whatever it was, I want you to try and identify both your actions and the thoughts that you are having to get you where you wanted. Now, with this in mind, let's take a look at the benefits of a reset. First, you can build on what you learn when you do this exercise, because you may not know exactly what you did or realize how much the way you are thinking about the situation is influencing the outcomes. And second, you may want to stop what's not working for you. So you have the two aspects, the positive aspects about learning what's working for you, and also what didn't work for you, because not everybody has the same exact goal, and nor should they go after it in the exact same way. Finally, the more you take time for yourself to review what worked and what didn't work, the better you'll know yourself, and the better you'll be able to leverage your strength in the future. Being able to take the time to reset also allows you to feel in charge of your life, and then you can revisit your priorities in all aspects of your life. And it will help you to see more clearly what has changed over the last weeks, or maybe over the last month, or even years. Because nothing stays the same. We all go through different seasons in our lives. And often we want to interpret that we didn't reach our goal as a failure, but it's not necessarily true. And even if it is a failure, we can learn something from it, even when something is not working. And that's much better than not taking the time to look at what happened and not learning from it, because then that's when we feel stuck in a rut of doing the exact same things and hoping for different results. So one or a few tips I can give you to get started on a reset. For example, you can start with the Wheel of Life that I can give you. You can also Google it. There are different versions, but basically it's a wheel of the different areas in your life, and you can decide which area you want to explore. It can be professional, it can be personal, it can be about learning something, it can be about relationship, family, whatever it is that you decide, your health, body, mental health. For today, I'm going to just use an example. Let's say that you want to work on your professional life, your career. Maybe you feel experienced, but you are looking to work in an environment that's a little closer to your heart. Or maybe you want to feel more connected or have more of an impact in life. That's the question that I want you to ask yourself. What would be the most important criteria for you to evaluate that in your current job and in a potential other job? If it could be a different title, it could be in a different workplace. And what is kind of the bare minimum for you? Like what makes this environment or work title, or more than work title, like what would make the position and your responsibilities acceptable to you? When you think of it, how would you describe it? And then go one step further. If you don't want to stay at what's just acceptable, but really, what's your dream? How would you define it? How do you think it would make you feel when you've reached your dream? How many different ways of describing that dream could you use? And then you can create your own scale to see what you're really after and if and how you can change it in your current position. Because then you can identify what is working in your current position, and is it time to move on to something else, or is it just maybe a matter of negotiating something in your current position because there is only one aspect of it that is not working for you at the moment. All right. With that in mind, I want you to think about what would you like to have more of in 2023? And what do you really want to leave in 2022? Because for everything that you say no to, you can say yes to something else. So try and choose what is really boosting your energy and bringing you closer to the person that you want to be. If you found this interesting today and would like to dive deeper, I invite you to book a free 30-minute mini session with me on the website at without-judgment-coaching.com. Again, that's without-judgment-coaching.com. I can't wait to meet you. Talk to you next month. Bye.